Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position or a lying down position. The goal, of course, with our body is to find something both sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to be distracted by your body during the practice. It just makes it one less thing you have to consider, in a sense. You want to find something comfortable because then you're not distracted by if your body is hurting or if you're sitting in a strange way and you need to shift around. Stillness really helps. And you also want to feel sturdy because then it gives us the attitude of being here and staying here. We don't want to feel like we're about to get up and go do something, like we're just doing this as part of our to-do list or whatever. So just find what works for you. Sitting in a chair works nicely. Sitting in a formal meditation posture on the floor. Just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. But of course, if you prefer to practice with your eyes closed or you feel more comfortable doing so, go ahead and do that. There are no hindrances here. But if your eyes are open, go ahead and leave the screen alone and drop your gaze down gently below you, looking either at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring at anything in particular and analyzing it, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze directed softly, yet clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy position. Your eyes are either closed or open, gaze directed softly yet clearly downwards. Let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths. We'll breathe in through our nose and out through the mouth. And let's make sure that our out breath is about twice the length as the in breath. Ready? In through the nose, out through the mouth. In, out, and in, out. Wonderful. Just settle here and relax. This practice isn't about achieving anything. Many people believe meditation is about learning how to relax, but it's not. Relaxation is a method for meditation. We begin with it. In fact, just let go of all of the intentions and ideas that you have around what we're doing here. Maybe you have some goal to be clearer, happier, wiser, whatever. But for this moment, as we sit here, forget them. Forget every inclination you have towards getting to or achieving something in the future. And don't worry, this is a temporary thing. You can pick it up later. You can start striving for the future later. But for now, right here, give it all up. Meditation isn't a doing as much as it is a ceasing to do, a ceasing of our behavior, of reaching for things outside of ourselves, trying to become. Meditation is coming back to where we already are. So there's nothing to do, nowhere to go, and no one to become. So just be right here with zero intentions and rest. Now, if you're normal, you're probably being caught right now thinking. You want to be here, but then you're thinking about dinner, about the things you have to get done, the problems you need to solve, whatever. So instead of paying attention to these thoughts, we're going to let our minds keep thinking. Let them, in a way, keep thinking about dinner or all the problems you have to solve. And instead of paying attention to them, though, bring your attention to the coming and going of the breath. Wherever you feel it the most, just notice the sensations of breathing and let your thoughts come and go as they please. Your only task is to remain with breathing. And then we just come back. Notice how quickly we get lost in thought, lost in our minds. It's okay. It's a habit. When you notice you're lost in thought, return to the breath, rising and falling. Come back. Come back to breathing. And notice if you're exhibiting any effort. Just step back a little bit. Notice the breath as thinking happens. But we don't need to force. Not a lot of effort is needed. Just become effortless. Here. There's really nothing to do. Just return to the breath. Gently return to breathing. Noticing the breath is noticing this moment, which is free from problems, situations, and regrets. So breathe and completely rest. right, you can look at the screen. A lot of people do get confused. I was very confused. In a lot of ways, I still am, I guess. But when we first start meditating, when we first start to learn this practice, it's very much can feel like a doing. And I call it a practice because it is a practice essentially. But real meditation, when we're actually sitting down, when we're actually doing it, we let go of doing. It's a weird paradox because if you want to start a daily practice, you want to start doing something, it's useful to think about it, to make a plan, to have a schedule. Like if you want to work out or if you want to learn to read, if you want to learn to write a book or whatever it is, you plan and you make an effort. And in the way, meditation is that way in the beginning. Because we're not used to learning to leave our thoughts alone, which is kind of the beginning stage. When we learn to leave our thoughts alone, it kind of transforms. So it's an important thing to understand that meditation can be said to be the one thing we do without doing. It's the one thing we do for no purpose and no reason. Because everything else we do in life has a purpose. It has a reason. There's some end goal to it. And I know we're told, and I say it all the time, you should meditate. You should meditate. Why? Well, there's some end purpose for it, right? But the actual practice, when we're actually sitting, when we're here and now, we really let go of that intention, any kind of future. Because if you're sitting in order to get somewhere, you won't be practicing. Your mind will be on the future. You'll be seeking something from a place that doesn't exist. Meditation is a return to this moment, which is a great relief. And it doesn't require action. It requires a ceasing of our action. It's not about effort, it's about leaving our efforts alone, which we're so habituated to use. So when you're practicing, we begin. Let go of the future. Let go of trying to get anything. Let go of trying to have some special experience. Forget it all. We're right here. And we're not here in order to, nope. And no. And no. Okay? So don't fall for this effort thing. Relief comes from when you stop seeking it. Really let go and just breathe and leave thinking alone. Stop grabbing. Thank you for your time today. Thank you for showing up. And as always, and without exception, I will see you tomorrow.